All right, what brings you in today? Well, my elbow kind of hurts. Okay, I'm sorry to hear that. What sport do you play? I am a tennis player. Okay, how long has this been bothering you? Oh, probably a few weeks now. All right, so where exactly does it hurt? It hurts kind of like on the outside here. Okay, um, what makes it better or what makes it worse? Well, it hurts typically while I'm playing, but it also hurts after. And also, I've noticed that sometimes, excuse me, I have like down into like my hand and my wrist. Okay, does it feel like it's weak down in your hand and your wrist? Yeah, definitely. Um, is it like a sharp pain, a dull pain, just an achy pain? Yeah, it's just kind of like an achy pain. All right, I'm going to perform a test now. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to place my hand on the outside of your arm like this, and then I'm going to take your wrist and your elbow and kind of turn them away. Does that hurt? Yes, that hurts. Okay, so I would say that you have tennis elbow, and what we want to do for that is you're going to need to rest a little bit. So you're going to need to probably take some time off of tennis if you really want it to heal. You need to make sure you're icing it a lot. And then I can give you some strengthening and stretching stuff to do, but I can also give you a brace to wear on there that might help a little bit. All right, what brings you in today? My elbow hurts. Okay, I'm sorry to hear that. Do you play a sport? Yes, I am a baseball player. Okay, what position do you play in baseball? I am a pitcher. All right. Um, how long has this been bothering you? It just happened yesterday. All right. Can you show me like a little bit where the pain is? Yeah, the pain is more on the inside, kind of actually like back in here. And then it actually like goes down my arm into my fourth and fifth fingers too. Okay. Um, so what happened when you injured this? I was just throwing, and then all of a sudden, like I got this really weird feeling um, in my arm. So is it like a sharp pain, a dull pain, burning, numbness? What is it? Yeah, it's like burning, numbness, tingling, kind of down my arm. Um, does anything make it better or worse? Yeah, if it gets hit there, it definitely like I can feel it shooting down my arm. I just like to hold it kind of like right here in front of me. Okay. Um, so I believe that I need to do a test. And what I'm going to have you do is you're going to extend your arm out like this, and I'm just going to tap gently back here. Does that make that pain in your fingers more noticeable? Yeah, it does. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and diagnose you with an ulnar nerve injury. And what we need to do for that is um, basically, we're just going to take a really conservative approach at first. So you got to stop throwing, you got to stop playing for a while. Really avoid what aggravates it. We're going to see if that heals it. If it doesn't, then we might need to go in and do some surgery. What brings you in today? My wrist has been bothering me. I'm sorry to hear that. What sport do you play? I am a volleyball player. Okay. Um, and how long has this been bothering you? Oh, probably like 3 or 4 weeks. All right. So was there like one time that you can remember that it started hurting, or has it just kind of been over time? No, it's definitely just been over time. Okay. So where in your wrist does it hurt? It just really hurts like right here on the back, in this general area. All right, so it's not necessarily in one spot, it's kind of all over. Yeah, I mean, I can kind of feel this one spot, but then it is kind of all over too. Okay, what makes it worse? Um, Definitely like pulling my wrist back, like when I pull back to serve or hit. Um, I notice it more there. Also, just like doing stuff around the house. Icing does make it better. Okay, so do you notice any like creaking or crackling? Yeah, I actually do a little bit. There is some in there. All right, so what I'm going to have you do is I want you to gently pull your wrist back. Does that hurt? Yeah, that hurts. Take your wrist down. That hurts a little bit. What about turning your wrist over like this? No, that doesn't really bother it. Out and in, not as much. Okay, I think you have wrist tendonitis, and so basically we have a few options. We can you can stop playing, which would probably make it all better. But if you want to keep playing, make sure you're icing it, and then we can tape it up, and that'll help to hopefully prevent a little bit of that extension, and that might make it feel better as well. Also, you can take Aleve. That might relieve some of that inflammation in there. All right, what brings you in today? Whew, my wrist hurts. Oh no, what happened? I was just running and I tripped on something and fell, and I think I landed like with my arm out. Yeah. All right. So where does your wrist hurt? It actually hurts like right there, more like the base of my thumb, top of my wrist. All right. So what sport do you play? I actually am a track runner, and I was coming over a hurdle and fell and tried to catch myself. Okay, so this just happened. Yeah, it just happened. All right. So is the pain like sharp or dull? It's pretty intense right now. And you said this just happened. I realize now I've asked that 3 times. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of palpate in there where I think that you might have a bone that could be fractured. Does that hurt? All right, I think you have fractured your scaphoid, but just to be sure, we're going to send you off to a physician. You're going to get an x-ray, and if that's the case, they'll probably just immobilize you for about 6 weeks. All right, what brings you in today? Well, my finger hurts. Oh no, I'm sorry, what happened? I was playing basketball, and I went to try to catch the ball, and it kind of hit me on the tip of the finger. Uh-oh. Can you show me where exactly it hurts? Yeah, it hurts like right in here. Okay. And is there any swelling? Yeah, it's starting to swell a little bit. Okay. So sorry guys, time out. I want to make sure I do this right. Um, it is it tender right around there? Yeah, it definitely is. Um, okay, so what I want to do, are you able to straighten that end of your finger? No, it's kind of just stuck with that tip of it kind of bent forward like this. Okay, well, I think you have something called mallet finger, which is also some damage to some ligaments right there in the distal part of your finger. And basically, what we're going to do for that is we're just going to splint it in extension to make sure that that ligament grows back the right way for about 6 to 8 weeks. All right, what brings you in today? My finger hurts. Okay, what happened? I was playing basketball and I went to catch a ball and it kind of hit me right there on the tip of the finger. Okay, so um, sorry. Um, okay, so this just happened. Yes, it just happened. Um, and what are you in a lot of pain? Yeah, it hurts pretty bad. I noticed that your finger appears to be bent in the middle. Are you able to straighten it? No, I can't. Is it tender in that one spot? Definitely tender. And have you noticed any swelling? Yeah, it's starting to swell, but it just happened, so it's probably not really swollen right now. Okay, so the best way I know to test this is just to ask you, are you able to straighten that middle part of your finger? No, I definitely cannot do that. All right, so what that probably means is that that ligament there is torn, and so you're not able to function that finger properly. And so what we're going to do is we're going to put some ice on it, and then we're going to go ahead and splint that in extension. I'm going to straighten it for you, and we'll splint it there. And you're going to have to probably leave that on for 5 to 8 weeks. But while we're doing that, I want you to make sure that you're still bending the tip of your finger, because we're just going to splint this part. So make sure you're still bending this to make sure that that ligament and those muscles don't get too weak. Okay? All right, guys, I think that's it.